In this video, we will expose the 7 things that narcissists absolutely hate. The last one is also their biggest weakness. Number 1. Being ignored or rejected. One thing that sends narcissists into a seething rage is being ignored or rejected. Narcissists thrive on attention and validation, and when they don't get it, their egos are bruised beyond repair. To be ignored or rejected is to undermine their inflated sense of self-importance, and they simply cannot handle it. When a narcissist is ignored, they can become desperate to regain their hold on your attention. They will try everything in their power to draw you back into their web of manipulation and control. They might resort to extreme behavior, such as throwing tantrums, spreading lies about you, or even resorting to physical violence. By ignoring or rejecting a narcissist, you are taking away their power and control. You are showing them that they are not the center of the universe, and that frightens them. It is in these moments of being ignored or rejected that their true colors shine through, revealing their toxic and manipulative nature. Do not be swayed by their attempts to draw you back in. Number 2. Criticism or constructive feedback. Nothing strikes at the core of a narcissist's ego quite like criticism or constructive feedback. Narcissists have an insatiable need for admiration and praise, and anything that challenges their perceived brilliance and superiority is met with intense fury and resistance. When you dare to offer criticism or constructive feedback to a narcissist, you are essentially questioning their flawless self-image. They believe they are untouchable, above reproach, and any suggestion that they are less than perfect is seen as a direct assault on their grandiose sense of self. Rather than accepting the feedback and using it as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement, narcissists respond with defensiveness, denial, and counterattacks. They may belittle your opinions, dismiss your insights, or even resort to personal attacks in an attempt to protect their fragile ego. Do not be surprised when a narcissist reacts with rage or attempts to gaslight you when you offer them criticism or constructive feedback. Remember that their negative response is a reflection of their own deep-seated insecurities, not a reflection of your worth or the validity of your feedback. If you find it necessary to provide constructive feedback to a narcissist, be prepared for resistance and backlash. Stay firm in your convictions and do not allow their attempts to gaslight or invalidate your perspective. Number 3. Loss of control. Nothing terrifies a narcissist more than the loss of control. Their entire existence revolves around power and domination, manipulating others to bend to their will. When they feel that control slipping away, they become desperate, erratic, and even dangerous. They thrive on having power over others, dictating their actions, emotions, and thoughts. But when they encounter someone who refuses to be controlled, or a situation where they have no authority, their true nature is exposed. When a narcissist loses control, they resort to extreme tactics to regain it. They may employ manipulation, emotional blackmail, or even escalate to physical violence. Anything to reassert their dominance and supremacy over those they view as their possessions. When you resist a narcissist's attempts to control you, be prepared for a ferocious battle. They will do whatever it takes to regain their stranglehold on your life. They may resort to gaslighting, manipulation, and emotional manipulation to regain control. They may use guilt-tripping, intimidation, or even sabotage to keep you under their thumb. Don't be swayed by their desperate attempts. Hold on to your independence and fight for your right to autonomy. Stand firm in your boundaries and refuse to be manipulated. Number 4. Empathy and vulnerability. When a narcissist encounters someone who is empathetic and attuned to their emotions, they perceive it as a threat to their grandiose sense of self. They cannot comprehend or grasp the concept of genuine care and concern for others, so they resort to manipulation tactics to take advantage of this trait. They exploit it for their own personal gain, using empathy as a tool to control and manipulate the emotions of those around them. Similarly, when confronted with vulnerability, whether it's opening up about your feelings or expressing your true self, narcissists recoil in disgust. Vulnerability disrupts the carefully constructed image they have created, exposing their inner emptiness and insecurity. They will go to great lengths to crush any semblance of vulnerability in themselves or in others. This could include deflecting attention away from the vulnerable person, mocking or belittling their emotions, or even launching personal attacks to make them feel small and insignificant. Do not allow a narcissist's aversion to empathy and vulnerability to silence your compassionate nature or diminish your ability to be open and authentic. Surround yourself with individuals who appreciate and reciprocate your empathy. Embrace vulnerability as a strength, for it opens doors to meaningful connections and personal growth. Number 5. Seeing others succeed. One of the deepest sources of resentment and hatred for narcissists is witnessing others succeed. Narcissists are obsessed with being at the center of attention, and they cannot stand it when someone else steals their spotlight or achieves greater success than they do. Seeing others succeed is a direct assault on a narcissist's fragile sense of superiority and specialness. It challenges their belief that they are the best and most deserving of accolades and admiration. Instead of applauding and celebrating the achievements of others, narcissists respond with envy, bitterness, and an overwhelming need to tear down those who have achieved more. When a narcissist sees someone else succeed, they will do everything in their power to diminish and undermine that person. They will belittle their achievements, spread rumors, or engage in smear campaigns to tarnish their reputation, and even attempt to sabotage their progress. Their Machiavellian tactics serve one purpose: to ensure that they always remain on top and others stay beneath them. The success of others exposes the narcissist's deep-seated insecurity and highlights their own inadequacies. It becomes a painful reminder that they are not as special or exceptional as they believe themselves to be. If you find yourself being targeted by a narcissist's jealousy and resentment because of your success, it is essential to remember that their behavior has nothing to do with you. It stems from their own deep-seated insecurities and fear of being overshadowed. Do not let them diminish your accomplishments or make you feel guilty for your achievements. Stay true to yourself and continue striving for greatness. Surround yourself with supportive and genuinely happy individuals who celebrate your success rather than begrudge it. Embrace your success without apology. Recognize that your accomplishments are a testament to your hard work, talent, and resilience. Do not let the envy and bitterness of narcissistic individuals dim your shine. You were meant to succeed, and no narcissist can take that away from you. Number 6. Boundaries and independence. Setting boundaries and embracing independence are two things that narcissists cannot tolerate. These concepts threaten their control and power over others, making them highly uncomfortable and hostile. Narcissists have an insatiable need to manipulate and dominate those around them for their own gain. However, when you establish clear and firm boundaries, you become an obstacle to their desires and they will do whatever it takes to break down those restrictions. When you set boundaries, whether emotional, physical, or interpersonal, the narcissist's primal fear kicks in. They despise the idea of not being able to dictate your actions or exploit your vulnerabilities. In response, they may resort to relentless pressure, guilt-tripping, or even rage in an attempt to erode your boundaries. Expect a narcissist to respond with resentment and hostility when you prioritize your independence and assert your autonomy. They will engage in manipulative tactics designed to reclaim their control over you. They may attempt to guilt you into submission by highlighting how your choices are negatively impacting them, or they may try to gaslight you into doubting your own judgment and autonomy. By setting boundaries, you protect yourself from the toxic influences of narcissists. You regain control over your own life and ensure that your needs and desires are valued and respected. Embracing independence allows you to pursue your own passions, make decisions that align with your values, and live a life filled with authenticity and fulfillment. Stand strong in upholding your boundaries and maintaining your independence. Number 7. Being exposed. The one thing that narcissists hate and fear the most is being exposed or challenged. Narcissists strive to maintain an illusion of superiority and perfection, and any threat to that image shakes them to their core. When someone attempts to expose a narcissist for who they truly are, manipulative, deceitful, and lacking in empathy, the narcissist becomes desperate to protect their carefully constructed facade. They will go to great lengths to discredit the person challenging them, using gaslighting tactics and malicious strategies to deflect attention away from their true nature. Exposed vulnerability is something that narcissists cannot handle. They craft an outer armor of invincibility as protection against anything that might reveal their inadequacies. This emotional shielding is a survival mechanism they cling to, and they react harshly when their weaknesses are brought into the open. Challenging a narcissist's sense of superiority not only threatens their view of themselves but also endangers their need for control over others. Narcissists crave power and dominance over those around them, manipulating and exploiting individuals for their personal gain. When faced with challenges to their authority or questioned expertise, they respond with defensiveness and aggression. Exposing a narcissist or challenging their false reality takes courage. It's an act of reclaiming your own power and refusing to succumb to their manipulative tactics. Stay strong in your convictions and continue advocating for the truth, not for the validation of the narcissist but for your own sense of justice and well-being. If you are a victim of narcissistic abuse and need immediate help, see the link in the description. Like and subscribe for more tips on how to survive narcissism. Next, we recommend the video on how to recognize a narcissist next so that you can avoid them entirely.